I went in the first time for possession of controlled substance with intent to deliver, and I didn't tell on anybody. I worked for guys that I was scared to death of, and so I just swallowed my pride and went and did it. They were Puerto Rican fellas, and crazy story. I get into prison. Everybody in prison told on everybody. I was like, well, shit, they wasn't talking about that on the outside. Holy shit, right? I listened to the music. I did the right thing. Because let me tell you, God looks out for foolish people because I went 5 years later, I go back to prison for firearm, right? You know, they catch you with some bullshit. And really, I didn't even do it. But anyway, go back into federal prison. And 3 days into this place, guess who's standing in the fucking chow line in front of me? The two Puerto Rican brothers I used to sell dope for. So if I had snitched on them...
They hugged you so tight when they saw you.
So check this out,
because they knew you was a stand-up guy.
Exactly. And so what they did was they put me on with the shot collar for the whole federal system, and he's worked for me for 8 years. He's in the other room.
You see what I'm saying?
Once he got out, I put him on. He got his gang tattoos lasered off. We've been rehabbing.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so what I'm saying to you is, look, you do what's right for you. Right? But when you do stand up like a man, like, because you made the choice to hustle, you know, do whatever you did. When you stand up for yourself as a man, your name is solid everywhere.
Yes.
And so somebody sees you and they vouch for you like this. Yo, wait a minute, this is a good guy. Nah, he did his 3 years. He didn't tell on us. And so now you good. The door's open for you. Imagine if those Puerto Rican guys, you would have told on them and you would have seen them in the child line.
Yeah.
Probably would have got stabbed up.
Yeah, for sure. Probably wouldn't have been here today.
You wouldn't have been here today. And so the best thing me and you could tell someone is, don't sell drugs. Don't commit crimes. Do whatever you got to do. I know it's harder for you, but fight through it. And I believe that God will have a blessing for you. And as long as you believe and you stay focused, you know, blessings will come your way.
And I believe, you know, you and I, we grew up before social media, before Spotify, before SoundCloud. Like we like selling dope's really a lazy person's way out these days. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because if you got access to a computer, you could go on YouTube.
Well,
and
what
really
you could do
anything,
is just look at everything as inspiration.
Yep, exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And so you could look, if you're black, we can't say you can't be a president no more.
Yep.
Obama did it.
Yep.
Harris did it. If you, you know, it's just, unfortunately, the success stories eliminates our excuses for why we can't be successful.
Yep.
Right? And so you see how Fat Joe did it, J-Lo did it, you could do it, you know, and there's so many people who are successful. All right, so the thing is, you got people. See, you chose to be successful and tell your story, right? Some people, most people never get to tell a story. Some people live and nobody know they lived. Yeah. And so, you know, they out here, they making their money. It's so many success stories. So when a guy like me gets around people, people cannot wait to tell me how they did it. And there's so many beautiful stories out there. How people came from rags to riches, how they really make their dreams come true, how they this. I meet everybody you could think of, and they run it down to me. And I love hearing about success. I love learning. You know, since I was a kid, I would listen to a homeless man. I would listen to a Don. I would listen to women. I would listen to everybody. I love learning. Everybody has experiences, so every day all I do is learn and listen and listen to people and try to go to another level. And life for me, I just turned 52. It's always a hustle. Don't know about other people, but when you want money and you're aggressively seeking money, it's always a hustle.
100%.
And so it's never too comfortable. So what is comfortable? I mean, I'm sure I could do that. I'm sure I could stay in the house and collect royalty. You know, my streaming. Yep. You know, I'm one of the blessed guys. I'm one of the blessed OGs that make a lot of money on my streaming. But I mean a lot of money. Yeah, but I make it still.
Yeah.
Like you get what I'm
They're
saying?
still
Like
bangers,
so
you know what I
fucking
Lean backs getting played right now
bro,
somewhere.
a miracle. Like, you know, when I get these checks, I'm like, this is a fucking miracle. What do you mean? It's still coming in from this?
Fucking publishers clearing
Yeah, yeah, it's like that. Yeah, it's like that. It is.
Yeah.
And so, but you know, I could probably tone it down a bit. You know what I mean? And just stay home but I want to get everything that life got to offer, you know. And I'd be lying to you if I ain't tell you that I want to make the most money that I possibly can. And that's where I'm at with my life. And I'm not cool with, I don't want 10 years to go by and me talking about, yeah, you know, I took it off. I could have really did this and that. And I got to go for it. If it's for me, it's going to happen. If it's not, at least I tried.
Yep.